Welcome, welcome. We are in the closet once again. My name is Corey Turner of Grace and Mercy Ministry. If you would, if you could, like, love, share, hit that like button. We have another awesome lesson today. Our lesson comes from John, the 11th chapter, verses 14 through 16, and it reads as follows. Then said Jesus unto them plainly, Lazarus is dead. I am glad for your sake that I was not there, to the intent ye may believe. Nevertheless, let us go unto him. The title of today's lesson is Don't Take It Personal. That following Christ, you're going to have to take the bitter with the sweet. That you're going to have to take the good with the bad. That you're going to have to take the blessings and also the pain. That sometimes following Christ will lead you through the valley, will lead you up the rough side of the mountain, up and down the rough side of the mountain. That you have to take the bitter with the sweet. But I encourage you today, don't take it personal. Don't be to the point to where you ain't giving up on God, that you ain't start doubting God, that you ain't gave up on the church, that your faith, that you ain't threw your faith away, dug a hole and kicked some dirt over on your faith. No, let me encourage you today that if God take you to it, God is going to see to it that you come out on the other end. Don't take it personal to the point to where you think God is just picking on you. No, if God led you through the valley, watch this. It's something in that valley that you need. There is something that's in that valley that when you come out on the other end, you're going to be stronger. Watch this. In this particular text, the word has gotten back to Jesus and the disciples that Lazarus has now died. We all know that Jesus, he loved Lazarus and Martha and Mary, that Lazarus was sick. Jesus stayed in Judea, I believe a couple of more days. And now the word has gotten back that Lazarus has died. But Jesus said something very peculiar that really kind of struck me. He said, I am glad for your sake that I was not there. That Jesus, to the intent that ye may believe, that Jesus used the death of Lazarus so someone else can believe that yes, he has the power over life and over death. That Jesus allowed Lazarus to go through all this pain, even to the point of death, so someone else can believe. So I asked the question today, are you willing to go through the valley for God's glory? Are you willing to go through the valley to be a testimony so someone else can believe? Are you willing to go through the wilderness, uh, 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 not for your sake, but for someone else? Are you willing to be used by God? It's a rhetorical question, but it's a question that we have to ask ourselves on the inside. No, maybe God is not picking on you. Maybe God is trying to uh, uh, use you as an example or to show someone else his power. That Jesus used the death of Lazarus so someone else can believe. He said, I'm glad for your sake that I wasn't there. Because you probably wouldn't believe it unless you see it. That some of us, we won't believe it unless we see it. Kind of like, who is that? Thomas in the Bible. That he didn't necessarily believe it until he wasn't going to believe it until he see it. And sometimes we can be like that. But the question that I want to ask is, are you willing to be used? Are you willing to go through the valley? Are you willing to go through the wilderness for God's glory and for someone else to believe? Or you take it personal when you go through some things, thinking that God maybe is picking on you for some in particular reason. Maybe God is trying to sharpen you. Maybe God is trying to strengthen you in this wilderness, in these dark places. No, we ought to take it as a privilege to even be used by God. Yes. So I asked the question, are you willing to be used by God fully? That, yes, we all know that God is going to take care of us. God will take care of us. That's one thing he did promise, that he'll be with us through thick and thin, that God will never leave us nor forsake us. That, watch this, if he led you to it, watch this, he's going to be right there with you. That sometimes God don't just remove the situation. Sometimes he just get in the situation with you. But watch this, you have to be willing to be used by God. The Bible said that our faith is going to be constantly tested at all times. So I encourage you, don't take it personal. Don't be so quick to give up on God. What I've learned in my life, that as soon time I give up, I'm right there at the brink of a breakthrough. That oftentimes when we give up, we right there at the brink of a breakthrough. That we have to have some grit about ourselves as being Christians, that we had to be persevere, and we had to be resilient. I watched this through this long suffering. So I encourage you, no, don't give up on God through your times. That God used Lazarus. He allowed Lazarus to be sick, to go through all that trauma that he possibly could have had, even to death. Watch this, for his glory, for God's glory. So the question is, and I'm going to leave you all with this, are you willing to be used by God? The point is, don't take it personal to where you're ready to throw in the white towel and give up on God and doubting God. Amen. So I encourage you all today, don't take it personal. Keep going. Keep pushing. Yeah, it's going to be hard. It's going to be rough. It's going to be tough. But keep pushing. I truly believe that God is our biggest cheerleader. He's just screaming, keep pushing. That every day is not going to be a good day. I wish I could tell you that every day will be. And I know there's some people out there that would love to tell you about the blessings of God and this and that. But also, let me tell you that every day is not going to be a good day. And no, maybe God is not picking on you. Maybe God is using you for someone else to believe. Well, that's the end of our lesson today. I thank you all for listening. If you could, don't forget, like, love, share. Um, we're on a few platforms. Actually, we're on Facebook and YouTube. Please like, love, share, and I thank you all. Bye-bye.